MantisProperty includes a sophisticated and easy-to-use search facility for the contacts to enable you to easily search on your contacts and group them together based on their activity, groups that they're members of, etc. To do this, simply click on Contacts on the left and then choose Search or Edit Contacts. This brings up the search screen where you can enter in any criteria that you want to search on. For instance, contact name, organisation name, email, suburb, state, postcode, etc. You can even enter words that are in notes. For instance, if you're using hashtags in your notes or something like that, you can enter them in here and it will search any contacts that have those words in their notes. You can also search for contacts based on whether they're belonging or connected to all salespeople or selected salespeople or staff. There is also a listing search area where you can search on contacts based on their connection to listings. For example, you can search on whether contacts are inquiries or inspections of a particular listing, whether they're vendors of a particular listing, or whether they're tenants of a particular listing. If you do this, you then simply select the listing type, the listing status, whether it's active, sold or leased or archived, or all, and then you can enter a listing address if you want. If you don't enter a listing address, then it will search based on the listings you've selected for the listing type and listing status. Under this, you can search on contacts that came in under a certain inquiry source, are in a certain group, and you can even select whether they're subscribed or unsubscribed. To further the search, we also have the Show Requirements option. If you click this then opens up property details where you can select specific property types, bedrooms, bathrooms, price ranges, etc., and search on contacts that you've recorded are interested in listings that meet this criteria. Say, for instance, you have some contacts that are interested in purchasing in a specific area at a specific price range. If you then have a new listing that comes on the market, you can simply put in the specifications of that listing, such as the price range, what type of listing it is, etc., and do a search, and it will automatically do a buyer match and find any contacts that would be interested in that listing you've just added. After you've done a search, it will then show you all the records that match your search at the top of the screen. It will also tag automatically any hot buyers, hot tenants, or hot vendors. From here, you can then select one or more of your contacts and send emails to them by clicking the email selected contacts, or send them an SMS by clicking the SMS selected contacts. If you want to bring up the details on a contact and then read their notes or make additional notes to that contact, simply click View. This will then bring up all the details of that particular contact. Up the top are two buttons, Notes and Requirements. If we click on Notes, this brings up all the notes related to that specific contact, including the dates those notes were entered. Here you can see this person has attended inspections, made inquiries about specific listings, and it has a full history of all the data of that contact since it was in the system. You can easily add a note just by clicking the Add Note button at any time. If your contact is a potential buyer or tenant, you can enter in the requirements of what they're looking for by clicking the Requirements button. In here you can click Add Requirements and then enter all the details, including any notes you want, on what they're looking for. You can add as many requirements as you want. So say, for instance, they may be interested in purchasing properties in a specific area, but they also may be interested in leasing commercial premises at another area. So this allows you to add as many of these requirements as you want, and then they will show up as matches when you're doing the listing search in the contact search screen, as explained earlier in this video. Another area of the contact search is the custom audiences. Please refer to the custom audiences video, which explains this in greater detail.